Once upon a time, a young man named Hassan decided to embark on a different kind of outing. He was feeling bored with the monotony of city life, so he wanted to try something new and venture far from familiar places. He packed some supplies, such as food, water, and an old compass he had inherited from his grandfather, and set off on his journey to an unknown destination in the wilderness, where the fresh air and tranquility he had longed for awaited him. Hassan began walking through the golden sand dunes, the scorching sun illuminating the area, but he paid it no mind. He was enjoying the sight of the endless sands as if they were a silent sea, and the clear blue sky above. After a while of walking, he began to feel that things were not as they seemed. Everything looked similar on the horizon, and he lost his sense of direction, no longer knowing where he was headed. He tried to use the compass, but it didn't seem as helpful as he had hoped. Tension began to creep in, but he decided to stay calm and keep walking, hoping to find his way out. As time passed, he noticed strange movements around him. He saw the desert sands shifting as if they were breathing, and in a fleeting moment, he spotted something writhing among the sands. His heart raced when he realized they were snakes. Not just one snake, he was surrounded by a large group of snakes, moving as if they were silently watching him. Hassan tried to hold himself together, knowing that snakes sensed the fear of those around them. He stood still, breathing slowly, wondering how he could survive this terrifying situation. It seemed the snakes were slowly advancing towards him, as if measuring his steps carefully, as if to say, "You won't escape easily." With a sharp mind, Hassan decided not to move his body quickly and to show no signs of fear. He slowly stepped back, one step at a time, keeping his eyes on the sands around him, never taking his gaze off the snakes that were watching him. Suddenly, he heard a faint whisper behind him. There was a massive snake lurking among the rocks, as if it were the leader of the pack. Hassan's sense of dread intensified, but he did not despair. In a moment of courage, he decided to take advantage of the snake's focus, picked up a stone from the ground, and threw it far away, creating a sound in the opposite direction. Some of the snakes darted towards the sound, giving Hassan a chance to escape. He began to run as fast as he could, trying to distance himself from the area, but the desert sands deceived him, as his steps sank with every stride he took. Hassan felt utterly exhausted, but his heart urged him to keep going. After hours of running and wandering, as the sun set, painting the horizon with pale orange hues, he spotted a faint light shimmering in the distance. He headed towards the light with all the energy he had left, and as he got closer, he saw a group of Bedouins sitting around a fire. The Bedouins welcomed him warmly upon seeing the signs of fatigue and fear on his face. He recounted what had happened to him, and they helped him with water and food, taking him to safety. That night, Hassan sat with the Bedouins, listening to their stories and tales about the desert and its secrets.